Hello everyone, welcome back to another Zunker's Let's Play. Another post-commentary Let's Play to be exact. Mega Man X2. I did Mega Man X1 fairly recently as of this. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, this is Mega Man X2, the sequel to the amazing first Mega Man X, a game that I love to death. And this game takes place 6 months after the initial game, and well, Mavericks are still roaming loose, and we gotta beat the big old blue bomber and kick some Maverick ass. As a kid, this was the game I went to more than any of the other two in terms of the first three Mega Man X games. My dad used to go to a video connection and stuff and rent Super Nintendo games, and I'd always want this one, not Mega Man X or X3. Which is interesting considering that nowadays I probably like Mega Man X more than X2. But I do like this game. I think this game's pretty phenomenal. But it does have some issues, admittedly. But yeah, this is Mega Man X2. And I am looking forward to it. As we're about to start here. Getting the intro out of the way here. Pretty cool little intro it had. Poor green biker dude. Alright, and away we go. So this game came out about a year after the original game. And, there's not a whole lot different. You do get the dash right away, but you don't keep the first armor, which sucks. Rip green biker dude, it was a pleasure knowing you. But you do keep your dash, which is nice, but you don't keep anything else, which is unfortunate and kind of stupid when you think about it. But here we go. This is the intro stage. Nothing too major here. Just, it's pretty easy. It's a good tutorial level to get your bearings about you. Yeah, this is nothing to it. Nothing to this one. A little bit leap of faith there, but it's all good. It's all good. If you're a speedrunner, you'll know that this is a favorite for them because this is a stage with very little to no RNG, and they like RNG. Keep this guy in the back of your mind because, well, he'll create issues later on. We'll just say that. Yeah, grabbing that health there and head down to a Mega Man X staple, or Mega Man in general. Big old boss for the intro stage, but he's nothing. Unfortunately, I take a couple hits by him, but you have to hit his big head. He will try hitting you. There he hit me, but he only took 2 damage off. Nothing major. And I think I hit his head here, right here. I don't know what happened there, but he goes down pretty easy. You shouldn't take too many hits from him. If you struggle against him, then you're gonna have some problems in this game. But the base that they were in is blowing up, and Mega Man X gets out of there. And now we get some plot. This is their leader. His name is Mega Man X. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. We won't make the same mistake. He is powerful, but he is blind to what's happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how is the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have limited time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. So those guys are the X-Hunters, but we'll learn more about them in part number 2 before too long. But first, you can start with a few different guys. I like to start with Wire Sponge. He's not the easiest, probably, but he's pretty easy. I like starting him for collection purposes. But head up the left wall here, and that is a heart tank. Yeah, heart tanks are back in this game, and one's right to the left. Easy peasy. This stage has some weather elements. It can be hot, rainy, normal, and it does have an effect on the on the enemies at times. You still notice that frog there was a little bit was smoking because of the heat, and it died. So I left 2 deaths in here because this part's a little tricky with the platforming. With that rain is blowing you to the left, so you have to be really careful. Although right here, I'm just an idiot. That was just a bad jump. But finally, I get smart and just jump to this wall. But you want to get up here because there is a sub-tank. Sub-tank's back from Mega Man X1, and you can get 4 of them, and you can keep your health. They work like sub-tanks in the original Mega Man, obviously, but except you get to keep them, and that's always nice. But you use them, and then you have to refill them. If you went down there, you can actually go down that pit, and that is a hidden room, hidden boss room. We'll talk about that more with the X-Hunters later. I mentioned those a little bit ago. We'll talk about those more in part number 2. That's who the guys you saw in that cutscene. But here it's raining. The rain is pushing against you a bit, so you need to be a little careful, but nothing too crazy. As these guys try to hit you. And now it's hot again. And, yeah. It's just, this stage ain't bad. It can be a little tricky on the platforming side of it, but nothing too crazy here as you get health here. And these guys here with the flathead screwdriver noses, they seem to drop health a lot. I don't know if that's true or not, or if they do have a higher drop rate, but the Scorpion was giving me a bit of a hard time. But now we are at Magna Centipede. No. Wire Sponge. Magna Centipede. The hell? Wire Sponge. And you need to be a little careful, because if he runs into you, he does pretty good amount of damage, but his patterns are pretty easy to figure out. Just, when he does the ceiling, he's going to throw some seeds, and those hurt. Just two regular shots or a half buster will go through those easily. Use these pot shots here to hit Wire Sponge here. Again, Wire Sponge ain't overly difficult. The dash cancel trick does work here as well, or not dash cancel, the dash shot, dash lemons, where you dash and shoot with the regular lemon shot, and it does 2 damage, not 1. That does work on bosses in this game. But you notice Wire Sponge, he tries to, if he's at your level, he will try and hook onto the wall on the ground. If not, he goes up the ceiling, he shoots these seeds. And until about midway through, and you're going to see in a little bit, this is his strategy. And here he changes it up a little bit. Now he's going into super mode, or whatever you want to call it, anger mode. And now he's going to throw some electricity. If you get right up against him, you have nothing to worry about. But the fight stays the same after this. You don't want to touch him because he is electrified. I think it does a slightly bit more damage. And ideally, you want to beat him before he does it again. Unfortunately, I didn't. So again, just stay close to him, and you won't get hit. And I get a really reckless here, and you just see how badly his hook hurt there. One more hit, I was dead. But I beat him easy, and I should have probably used what little bit I had in my sub-tank, but I didn't. And it is what it is. Oh, yeah. I will take this out the rest of the way, but you saw the pause menu before. That it's going to be out now, but I am playing the Legacy Collection, as I did with Mega Man X, which you can actually save. The strike change is useful, but not, like, crazy useful, but I do like the strike chain. Next we'll go to Wheel Gator, and that is his weakness, is the strike change. And we run into our first issue with Mega Man X2. And one of the biggest reasons why maybe this game is not quite as good as Mega Man X1. Wheel Gator himself. We'll talk about him in a minute. Ooh, extra life. But it's hard to see here on the re-recording, but this stage actually shakes. And that creates a little bit of an interesting dynamic. But you get the Buster Arm upgrade in this one. And normally, they would come back when you have the Dash Boots. I don't want to wait that long. So you can also use the strike chain, which I'm going to show off here. It's going to take me a few attempts. I probably had it on the first one there, but didn't go with it. But you're going to notice I hit the wall a couple of times, actually. And the trick is the grab the wall with the strike chain, pull yourself over to it, grab the wall with your body, and then wall kick immediately. It takes us some attempts, takes some practice, but once you get it, it's not horrible. There we are. Got it right there. As we get Dr. Light's capsule. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your X-Buster. With it, you will be able to charge energy in both arms at once. This enables you to shoot a double shot, or to charge any weapon. This is, along with X4, the best arm upgrade in the X series, in my opinion. I love this upgrade. You can shoot two charge shots, as we demonstrate here, and that is pretty awesome. X4's is pretty good, too. I do like that one. They go back and forth, depending on the day, but this one's pretty badass. But now, Wheel Gator stage itself. It's not overly hard. It can be a little treacherous if you're not careful, but the stage itself isn't that bad. And it does shake when you're actually playing it. It's hard to see here on the re-recording. That could throw you off a little bit. But come and grab this mech armor here. And come down here. Go fight guys who are also in mechs. Boom, 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 boom. And that guy just yeeted out, and he's back. I try to get a little... I don't know what I was doing there. I should have just killed him, but I took a hit. Alright, there's a heart take over there. You're supposed to use the speed burner, the charged speed burner after air dash. I chose not to. You don't have to if you use this guy's weapon right. You use some invincibility frames. I'm going to... Spoiler alert. I don't quite get it on the first attempt. I was a little late. It is very, very close. It is a very tough thing to do. But if you time it right, you should be good to go. Since the checkpoint's right there, you can continue this kind of over and over. There I missed the bullets. I was not even close on that one. If I would have attempted that, I would have died easily. But yeah, this is what you do. I think I get it on this one. Yep. Boom. Got it. You can wall kick off the spikes with the invincibility and grab your second heart take already. Again, that is not how you're supposed to do it at all. With the arm parts, I think it's designed that maybe you can use a strike change like that. They don't like that's kind of something they thought you could do, but that is definitely not what you're supposed to do with the heart tank. But you know what? I like cheese things. Right, the elevator up here. This is a hard little elevator here. I'll keep going up to get to the special boss room there, but we can't do that right now. It would just be a door that wouldn't open. As we head to closer and closer Wheel Gator. This stage actually is pretty long, if I'm being honest with you, which, considering the boss battle, yeah, this is a long stage. I come down here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. If you need to fill up sub-tanks, this is a great area for it. There's a hidden life over there. Very weird. But if you need some extra life, there it is. But yeah, if you want to use this, I don't know what I was doing here. I think at first I was like, is up here the X-Hunter boss area? Yes and no, because it's the back side of it, not the front side, so you wouldn't get it anyway. But I wanted to show it off, I guess. Your double shot could kill that guy in just 2 shots. Now we head into Wheel Gator, and this is one of my least favorite Mavericks in the first 6 games. I have not played much of 7. I've played not anything of 8 at the moment. But, this boss is so long. I miss him with the strike change there. But he does this. He dips a lot. He shoots some spinning wheels at you. Sometimes he'll shoot a second one, and then he jumps out. He tries to eat. If you're wall jumping at the top, he ain't gonna ever get you. But every time you hit him with the strike chain, he dips again. So, yeah. I left this entire fight in to give you an idea how long it is, if you've never seen it before. It is, it's long. But yeah, this is the fight. If you can do it pixel perfect, you can actually hit him multiple times before he drops back in the water. I believe I do it a bit in the refights. If I do, I will show that off a bit. That way you guys can see it and kind of see what it is. I actually pulled it off a few times, which I was surprised by because I've never done it before. I know of the trick because speedrunners use it, and it's really, really tight, but you can see why, because this fight takes forever. To give you an idea, we still have about like 2 more minutes in this fight. It is a pain, folks. It is a pain. But yeah, Mega Man X2, I love this game to death. Right now, I'd probably say Mega Man X1 and 4 are more my favorites. But I love X2 to death. It has, like, a boss battle like this sucks. But overall, I think it's a really good game. It's a really fun game. The armor gets pretty cool. The arm parts are cool. Most of the Mavericks are pretty decent. You could, yeah. By the way, if you want, you could, if you want to start with Wheel Gator, I don't recommend that for stage wise and collection wise, but you could. He's not that hard. But you notice he's throwing 2 there sometimes, to try to get you off the wall so he can eat you. If he does clamp down on you, he does do significant damage. So be wary of that. But finally, this dude is done. Ay caramba. I like to make these Mega Man X videos a little shorter than my other playthroughs, but man, this one touched over 17 minutes, mainly because of this fight. But you do get the spin wheel or whatever the hell it's fucking called. You got spin wheel, and I actually think it's pretty useful. It's useful to get some other stuff, but yeah. But that has been part 1. Join me for part number 2, and we go to the ocean. See you then.